Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. I want to talk about just people talking about them when you talk about stuff to to muggles, basically, about how this world is and who we are. They don't want to accept that they they want to accept that they want their life to be normal. And it's not. It's never been normal. If you are so-called black and so-called Afro-Hispanic, your life has never been normal. And it's never going to be normal when this system, when these orcs are no longer on this planet. Okay? When they're not here anymore, don't complain saying that, oh, I want things to go back to the way it was. Fuck off with that shit. Yeah, let's go back to us being retarded. Let's go back of us being not knowing who the fuck we were. Let's go back of us arguing with each other, fighting with each other, killing with each other, pointing fingers at each other instead of looking at who's the real problem. You know? And then you want to find out the truth, but then, the only way some people want to find out the truth, but then they get all this religious shit. They never actually become spiritually in tune with themselves. And then people that think they are don't fucking meditate or put their fucking feet on the ground. Meditate at least 10, 5 minutes, 30 minutes a day. You know? And build also. You know, you don't have to, like, say, for example, say you can even draw it. Draw like something that you're about to build before you build it. Hell, you could build something and you don't have to plan it outside on the first day. You could just literally start building it up and putting stuff on it. And then put it outside. That's what I do. I mean, no shit. you know? You know, that reminds me, I have to go back outside again to make sure the tower that I put there is really good. I might have to just bring water just because I was trying to plant it down and I couldn't because the mud was hard. So I might have to bring water just to wet it and then dig that and then put it there. I should have done that yesterday, but I did it. I spent like probably an hour there doing it, just trying to dig a hole there and all that, and I woke up sore as hell, to be honest, just because of that shit. I was bending and doing things that I didn't know my body can do. So, and the moon was out yesterday. It was a full moon, beautiful out. And I took the moon in, took the energy of the moon. We're like this. We're like this also, in front of the moon. And I felt the heat on me and everything like that while I was like building and everything like that, putting the stick there. I mean, well, not stick. There were sticks there, but one of the like a wooden, almost like it's like a triangle wooden thing that you guys seen that I pointed out in my videos before. But I'm putting that outside. I put it outside yesterday, but I'm gonna make sure it's better now because I was trying to dig the hole more deep in it, but you know. The dart was just not cooperating with me, but that's fine. Literally, I'll tell you this. I literally had to spit to make the dirt soft enough to like dig it down because that's how hard the fucking thing is. So I'm gonna have to go back again and fix that shit, which I will, because it's not exactly the way I want it to be, like inside the dirt. It's like this is it. Imagine this is the stick thing that I made basically. It had like crystals and copper and iron wire on it. It's like up to here to the dirt, which I want it to be up to here to the dirt. And I was at least a half an hour screwing with that dirt, trying to make it into something like a hole. And I spent like at least probably a half an hour just doing that shit. But I still took energy from from the moon, from the all the little mini towers I made there. I was just making it more potent, more more energy. Every time I go there, I'll always add more stuff to get more energy, more potent, and all that. And then when I do that the next day, feels like spring, you know. And it feels like spring today. Obviously, they're trying to make it cold. When I was walking home, there was spray in the fucking goddamn sky when I was looking at the sun gazing. I was like, hey, might as well sun gaze since I moon gazed yesterday, and I'm going to sun gaze right now, you know. And if the moon's out today, I'll moon gaze again, you know. I always moon gaze and sun gaze when I ever get the chance, you know. So, always. When I get the chance, I always take that opportunity. Always, 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 always. All right. Even like, for example, say if I'm taking a road trip and it's sunny outside, I'm going to look at the window directly at that sun. Hell yeah. All right. Taking that energy in, going like this, or just going like this, or like this. It's just perfect. But moving on, guys. Yes, the some people don't wanna. Some people just want to have a normal life. And what is normal to you? That's the thing. People want to have normal lives, but I've told them before, what is normal for you? Paying bills? Now, to some people might be like, oh, I want to have kids. I want to have a family. You're acting like you can't have that. You can. All ancestors have that. If not, we won't be here. Oh my God. You know, it's just some people's mindset, man. It's because it's the fear that they have. The fear of literally thinking that, oh, if this falls down and something else comes, I can't do anything. Like, oh my God, like, if this system falls, I won't be able to do what I want to do. Are you crazy? If you are a color person, if you are so-called black and so-called Afro-Hispanic, when this shit's done, when the system's done, when the white man's system is gone, what system comes back? The plasma one, the cosmic one. We come back into power. Okay? That's all it is. Some of us have more power than others, and that's fine. That's fine. You know? Obviously, we all gonna get some brothers and sisters around here that be like, why did she has or he has more power than I do? It's not fair. It is what it is. You complaining about that? You should be happy that this system is already over. That should be a bonus for you, to be quite honest. To be honest, if I learn, if I like, you know, when this is all over, if I had to like take care of like a pharaoh or some shit like that, or like clean his clothes or some shit like that, I would have been like, it's a lot better than me. It's a lot better than what we were doing earlier. Fucking killing each other, blaming each other, fucking, you know, that's just an example. That's just an example that I'm putting out, all right? Because a lot of people, it is true, because a lot of people around here are like, oh, I'm a king, I'm a queen. And who's the peasants? What? You're acting like the Caucasians are peasants. No, the monkeys, they're not supposed to be in this planet. We had monkeys, but they're a different type of form of animal that's not supposed to be in this planet. Okay, guys? All right? We all know this shit. Some of us that don't know it can find out from other people like Sirius Temple and Remedy H. You know, I don't have to talk about some of the things that other people have talked about. I could, you know, that way more information can get out there, but I feel like I could talk about other things, you know, that's probably going on in my head and in my life, you know, so. Is that just me? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Hey, I am my own individual person, and I make my own fucking ward, which I have. I'm kind of loud. In Orc, I was in classes yesterday, and this Orc teacher was literally talking about the stuff that happened in the Capitol that I told you about, that what I did in the Capitol in the Astrodome. He pointed out that some of those people that were there, now they regret it. That I started laughing my ass off. Like, I started laughing my ass off. Because to be quite honest, you orcs, you people that went to that capital and got fucked over because what I did is kind of fucking hilarious. You are put to jail or whatever, you probably get a slap on the wrist just because the shit that's happened in this planet. All right, for crying out loud, like people around here, a lot of people think that there's a law and structure in place. What are you talking about? That shit has ended. It's more important now more than ever. Look at Serious Temple's video, his latest video. He literally pointed that shit out, and I'm looking at it like I already knew this. I already knew that. I already knew. I literally knew that. Once I saw it, I'm all like, so what else is new? Not to him, but like for the updates and stuff like that. I'm all like, yeah, I know that. I already know that. You know? Same thing with the food shortage. Oh. I don't even have to talk about that, man. I don't have to talk about that. Alright. Once I start grabbing certain things that I needed before this shit goes down, my friends and family members were like, oh shit, he's serious. And they did the same shit. Or they want to. You know? I am going to make another video, not an Enlightenment video or just talking Enlightenment video. It's just a video of me just talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultima. I will do that Enlightenment video about it, but maybe I should mention it a little bit here. That Smash Brothers game, the Ultima game, is literally about different types of people from different types of dimensions and universes coming together to fight a common cause. And that's not new. That's literally what you see in the multiverse, what you're seeing right now with the Marvel multiverse stuff. There's a reason why they make these games. There's a reason why they're making these movies. The multiverse is happening, guys. With other beings and other parts of you are coming here. Whether you like it or not. Okay? The astral realm and physical realm are merging in other dimensions as well, because we're moving into other frequencies, other dimensions. Right? Some people might be like, oh, we're going to hit to the 5th dimension. And I'm like, I probably would agree with you in 2018 or 2017 or even 2019. Hell, even 2020. I probably would agree with you with that. Now, again, go back, watch Lemon H's videos, because when he mentions all of that, I'm just like, yeah, we're past that shit. I know that shit because I can feel it. When I wake up, I'm like, oh shit, we passed this realm. And you can tell that we passed it. Why? Because when you see shit around you, some family members die. Some of your own family members die because that's the frequency they left. Same thing when you see with these celebrities. Right? When you see these celebrities die off, they left that realm. And they stood, look, they died, right? They stood in that realm that we know, right? And we moved up in frequency. That's why they died. They died because they stood in the frequency that we decided to move up on. I mean, move up. We left them while they stood in one dimension, basically. That's the point. That's why when you talk to your friends or family members, hey man, you made it. You like with a New Year's, like when the ball dropped. And I was talking to my, I was hanging out with my friend and shit like that. I'm like, yo, man, Happy New Year. And he was like, yeah, man, Happy New Year, man. We made it. We made it, And I'm like, hell yeah, we made it. Another year, we made it, basically, shit like that. The reason we do that is because subconsciously, we know that when it comes to higher, when we lift our vibration up and the planet goes to different, portals or different frequencies, obviously, while she's putting her vibration up, certain things are going to die off, same like animals, but there's going to be a counter to that. A lot of people, even my friend was talking about this, he knows that the animals are dying off, but he knows also when animals die off, nature collects that in a way. It makes a new animal. Like, say for example, a bear died, right? From all of this shit happening, not by what these orcs are doing, just stuff that's just happening with this planet because it's evolving, right? A bear dies, right? Then eventually, that nature will evolve that bear into something that is more better, more faster, more fearless, more better. Imagine what a bear can do, but 10 times as more. That is what a bear is going to do once it goes to the next cycle. That's what happens. And the reason it only happens to, you know, a lot of people might point this out. Oh, but when celebrities die, they stay in that float. But when animals die, they go up and they evolve. They go up in high more chain, basically, kind of like reincarnation. I'm like, yeah. Why? Because they're part of nature. These celebrities, they're not. What do you want me to tell you? These celebrities are not part of nature. Okay? Even if they're Corbin, hey, they sold their soul. They know what the fuck's up. They have that price, right? They're gonna pay for it. I mean, they could come back, but that from what I've heard, I don't know if this is true, but from what I've heard, when you give your soul, they hold it, and when you die, well, they give it back. But I don't even know if that's fucking true. So, you know, all I know is that you should never sell your soul because that person is gonna have it for who knows how long. Just don't do it. How about that? You know? How about that? Don't do it. No. Stupid concept, right? Oh, gosh. For real. That's why it's funny, because I think Serious Temple pointed this out too. Or Remedy H. One of these two guys pointed out that some of our brothers and sisters still want to try to make money, be famous and shit. And I'm just like... And this is old shit. But the reason I mention that is because my friend's brother, he's trying to, like, you know, become a singer and shit like that. And he's a good rapper. He's a good rapper, you know? Better than the ones that you fucking hear right now. But when he talks about all this stuff, I just want to tell him, be like, dude, like, do this on your own. Because these motherfuckers are going to make you milk you dry and see your fucking kids and take them too. Don't. Just don't. Do it for you. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Do it for you. You know? When it comes to the moment of you doing it just for the money, because, you know, oh, I want to do it for the money for my kids and all that, that is when they grab you. That is when they have you by the balls. Okay? Because people might think, oh, you know, it'd be nice and everything like that. It sounds nice. It sounds appealing. Something that, you know, sounds like a temptation type of thing, right? Something that the devil would like to say, or these orcs would like to say. The real devil race. You can't say that about Caucasian people. I just did. You guys have a history of you just becoming disgustingly, not evil, but just disgustingly disgusting. Okay? You can say it's evil, but thinking it just makes it so. So, I mean, it's always good to, I mean, if you talk to a regular person, you could just tell them they're evil because they don't know and everything like that. It's almost like when you tell people understand and overstand and they'd be like, what the fuck is that? You just tell them it's basically like understanding, but instead of understanding, you actually overstand because you actually know it. Instead of, I don't know. It's a huge thing. It's a huge thing. That's why when it comes to spirituality and you knowing thyself, you really need to do this on your own. It's your own journey. I can obviously tell you some things that I experienced and what I went through, but that does not mean you are going to go through the same thing. Okay? Just because I went through it doesn't mean you will. And that's fine. That's fine. We're supposed to have different experiences anyways, because the one being that we all know, if you want to call it God, but the one universe mother just wants to experience every type of life form. She wants to experience a lot of experiences. All right? You know? Because that's why a lot of people be like, oh, but if we are so smart and we knew and we have all these information inside of us, how come we fell? I mean, well, not that. But how come if we're so knowledgeable and so smart, how come we don't know everything, basically? Like, oh, we know everything, but why we don't know everything, basically? And it's like, we know everything, but we don't know everything because if we did know everything, everything would just be boring and we won't grow. That's why the universe made sure that, hey, I'm going to make sure that you don't know more as much as you should. Why? Is because you can actually grow and be you will actually appreciate what you learn. The more you grow, the more you got more in tune with yourself, the more you appreciate you. The more you appreciate shit that's around you, the more you appreciate your own life. Is that just me? I mean, for crying out loud, I think there was something that there's a story that there was like the gods that made people, and the gods, and then the people saw everything. Then the gods were like, "Oh shit, you seeing too much. So we're going to dumb you down just a tad for you to see us, that just a tad that you can be connected to us, but you can't see what we see. Basically, if you want to see what we see, connect to us. Basically, or we will show you the information by dreams, visions, and other stuff. Or you could just talk to us and tell us, mother or father, well, mostly mother, cosmic mother, help me see and all that shit. I think I have it here. So, hold on. I haven't went to my other channel in a long time, and I haven't done a video on that channel in a long time. Hey, even YouTube is making sure that I don't fucking see this channel anymore. And then the TheSkullKlown channel. This was November 18, 2021. 28 views. Not bad, obviously. But what I was gonna do I have a playlist? I should have a playlist of it. I should. If not, I may have to. Okay, that's something else. Good beans, no. I'm just trying to. Sorry, guys. Sorry. But yeah, I'm taking my time here. No, this is WWE stuff. Labatons in ancient times. Huh. I couldn't sworn there was a playlist of all my shit that I put. Okay. You know what? Let's see. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Oh, fuck. I'm trying to find it. Oh, that's not it. Um, it's funny too because there was something about here. This video that's about the Anunnaki. It's called the Anunnaki movie. The mysteries, origins of humanity. That's from Spirit Science. They talked about the whole thing with Planet TMI and stuff. And then they mentioned Zachariah Citrus, which once they mentioned that, I was just like, no, I'm done. Um, and I did saw a sister that did pointed out, hey, some of the stuff that he pointed out was not wrong, but the reason a lot of brothers and sisters don't want to listen to him or want to take that information is because he's an orc and he's part of these motherfuckers. And yeah, that's why I didn't listen a lot of what this motherfucker said, because I'm just like, uh, you know, that's why I wanted to do my own shit, my own research and shit like that. And I haven't seen any stuff about psychology stuff anyways, because ever since that I was just like, I'm good. You know? Um Create. Sorry guys. I'm just trying to find a YouTube. Okay, here it is. This is not the YouTube video, but this is the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is for Finoa something. But she has like a playlist of like new big myths. She has like a big playlist of it, and one of them, I don't know which one it is. I have no idea which one it is. I'm just trying to see some of them. Oh, I think this is it. Yes, this is it. Is it? Oh, this is probably one of them that it's kind of similar to it. All right, let's listen to this. Let's listen to this. Sorry it's that loud, but what are you gonna do?
Before the earth had form, there was Kotliku, the earth's mother. She swam in the chaotic waters in the darkness before time. She created the moon and the stars, called the Senson Hotsnahua. She had a daughter, the earth goddess CHUCKY. Her children ascended to the heavens to live and rule the sky. One day, Kotliku found a ball of hummingbird feathers. She tucked them into her dress.
Oh, is that how you want to be? You just like cut me out of here.
After a while, she sky. One day, Kotliku found a ball of hummingbird feathers. She tucked them into her dress for safekeeping. After a while, she discovered that she was pregnant. Her children in heaven were ashamed of their mother. Who is the father of this child? They demanded. It was a ball of hummingbird feathers, but no one believed her story. Her children decided to slay their mother for the great shame and dishonor she brought them. Kotliku heard the news that her children were coming to slay her. She was terrified and tried to run. She could already see them advancing towards her over the hills. Do not be afraid. I am ready, came a voice from the unborn child. It was then that she gave birth to the fiery sun god Huitzilopochtli. He emerged fully armed, bearing his burning sword Tsukoil. With one stroke, he slew the angry earth goddess Koyol-Sauki and sent her body tumbling towards the chaotic seas. The top half of her body went into the heavens, and the lower half crashed into the seas, forming the earth. After this, Huitzilopochtli went up to the heavens to rule over the moon and the stars, and Kotliku descended below the earth to ensure that the earth bore fruit. It was one of her sons, Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, who created the first humans. He created a race from men from gray ash. At first, the earth gave its riches freely for the new race of men. Their lives were easy, and they lived without pain and suffering. After a while, however, these men became greedy. They forgot to honor their creators and took the earth's riches for granted. Quetzalcoatl became enraged and decided to wash them all away in a great flood. Only one couple was not greedy, a husband and wife named Teta and Nena. Quetzalcoatl decided to spare these two and gave them instructions. Find the tallest and strongest hollow tree, hide in it, and you shall live. Take only one cob of corn with you, and no more. Teta and Nena did as they were told.
Sounds familiar, right?
Quetzalcoatl sent the waters crashing down over his creation. The greedy men and women turned into fish, and are still fish today. Teta and Nena survived as Quetzalcoatl promised. They repopulated the world with a new race of men, humble and always aware of the gods who created them. But Kotliku, the Earth Mother, was no longer as generous with this earth's riches as before. She became known as the Grandmother, wearing a skirt made of serpents, a necklace made of human hands and hearts, and adorned with a skull. Her hands and feet were decorated with animal claws. She became insatiably hungry for human blood and demanded regular human sacrifice. Thus, humans had to give her one living human heart each year. If they didn't, Kotliku would withdraw the earth gifts, and everyone on earth would die of starvation.
That's not exactly the one I was trying to look at. But what's this one? All right, I'm trying to look for one. I remember hearing this one. Oh, the Aboriginally creation myth. I remember hearing this. I remember hearing this video, and I'm just like, holy shit. And I also heard this video in the background of what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? Um, Orion TV. I heard one of his videos, and he had this the 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 voice of it. He had the audio of it in back of his video. And when I heard that, I'm just like, I know what he did there. Babylonian myth. Excuse me. We don't have to learn that. Let's see. There's a lot of things. All of these myths right here belong to us, and some of them describe what happened to us. So I don't think this is it, but for crying out loud, they even have the creation story of like what they show you in the Bible. They have it here. So they have the doggone one, which I showed a lot in this channel. The Greek one, the Greek is literally like, I could probably show you that one too, but that's not the one I was looking for. So the Egyptian one is really good. I like that one. I really do. That one's because look, if you look at all of these guys, they're all very similar in their own right. And one day I will make a huge video showing all of their videos together. Gang fucking to you. I've been wanting to do that for quite some time. I want to do that on a TheSkullKlown channel, but now I'm going to do this in this channel. Who knows? I might just put that video into the TheSkullKlown channel because that channel is still there. It's not being, taken down or anything. YouTube just told me, hey, you got 2 strikes or strike. Get 2 more and you're gone or some shit, or 3 more and you're gone, So I'm just trying to look for something here, something. Trying to look for that video and can't find it. But it's funny. I'm scrolling through all of these videos just to find the one that I'm looking for, and all of them are just popping up of what we are, guys. It's so amazing. Like when you look at this stuff, you can't deny it. You just can't. It's one of those things that you have to know, and if you don't know, well, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. You have Japanese myth, the Chinese myth here. Like, I don't know why she has 2 of those myths. But let's see. Is this it? This is not it, but this is really. Some of these are really good. Like, really, 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 really good. So I can't praise it enough. It's that good. Now, most people might be like, shouldn't be like, because that's the thing. I was going to make the collage videos into like timeline wise. And I think I did it in my other YouTube channel, and I didn't publish it because I have it on private, and I found the video I was looking for. So I'll show you the video right now that I'm talking about, that I mentioned that, when I talked about when people were really in tune with themselves, basically at one point, and they were so in tune with themselves that they saw what the universe goddess saw, basically, or the cosmos, basically. And they were like, "Oh, you've seen a little bit too much. Maybe just down a bit, because again, you know how people say that, oh, you can't be too spiritual. Basically, it was like that. I always like to have the argument of like, no, you can't be too spiritual, but I guess there is. If someone comes back and comments saying that, no, you can't be too spiritual, I will definitely agree with you, because I'm just like, I look at them like, I understand you have to be in this physical realm, basically. Like, you need to, like, I get it. You need a balance. I get it. And that's how it is, because if you don't have balance within you, then what do you have, So, that's the most important thing. Anyone can say anything. You could Look, as long as you have balance within yourself, to me, you're good. At least from what I'm seeing and from what, in my opinion. But hey, we all have different viewpoints. We all see different things, obviously. And if you disagree with me, that's fine. You know, this is the Mayan creation. Oh yeah, we're getting into it.
Before the world had a true form, there were two gods, Tepu the Maker and Gukumats the Feathered Spirit. While the world around them was dark, these two glittered with brilliant blue and green feathers. They came together to create the world. Whatever they thought came into being. When they thought earth, land formed in the darkness. They thought...
Oh, come on. You see what just happened now? They keep kicking me out of here. I'm not pressing no buttons here. And you can look at my shadow because I'm holding it with two hands.
While the world around them was dark, these two glittered with brilliant...
I'm sorry about that, people.
Feathers. They came together to create the world. Whatever they thought came into being. When they thought earth, land formed in the darkness. They thought...
Again! Okay. You know what? Sorry, guys. I'm just like...
Valleys, pine trees and water and sky. All of these things appeared the instant they thought them, and thus the earth was formed.
Controller right there.
Tepu and Gukumats decided they needed beings there to look after their vast creation and to praise their names as the creators. So they created deer and birds and panthers and serpents, all the creatures that roam the earth today. Now, praise us. Say our names, commanded the creators.
But
the animals could only roar or howl, bleat, bark, twitter, or moan. They tried as hard as they could to speak, but could not. They chirped and mewed at the top of their lungs until the noise was so deafening that Tepu and Gukumats ordered them to stop. Disappointed, the makers agreed that they would have to create better beings, ones who would be able to worship them properly. The first race of men was made from wet clay. The creators gave them life, and the first men tried to speak, but they crumbled apart soon after they were made. The Maker and the Feathered Spirit were determined to create a hardier race of men. The second race of men were carved from wood. These were much stronger and were able to walk and talk and multiply. But these men had no minds, and their hearts were empty. They had no memories of their creation, and when they spoke, their words were just as empty and meaningless. They could not praise their gods. Tepu and Gukumat sent a great flood down to destroy them.
Sounds familiar?
They commanded the animals to attack the survivors and tear them to pieces.
Sounds familiar?
The few who managed to escape fled to the woods and became monkeys. The creators left them there as an example to the next race of men. The Maker and the Feathered Spirit thought for a long time about how they should make the race of men they wanted. There seemed to be no perfect material to build on. Finally, some of the animals brought the gods a stack of white corn, which grew on the far side of the earth. Tepu and Gukumats ground this into a paste, and from this formed 4 individual men. The new beings seemed perfect. They were sturdy enough to last, and their minds were rich with thoughts and feelings. Their first act after their own creation was to immediately worship Tepu and Gukumats and thank them for their lives. Tepu and Gukumats were pleased. "What do you see?" they asked the corn men.
Look at this.
"We can see forever, through rocks and trees and mountains and to the edges of the earth. We can see your entire creation, with all of its animals and plants. We can see and understand everything." Tepu and Gukumats looked at each other. "Perhaps we made these beings too well. They should not see as well as we do." The makers removed some of the men's vision. After that, they could only see things close to them, and were no longer able to see through or above things that they should not. Thus their great understanding of the world was weakened. But
Sad.
the men still sang the Creator's praises and settled down to live on the new land. Tepu and Gukumats made 4 women to be their mates.
Sounds familiar?
These 8 men and women were the ancestors of all Quiche men and women today. Even today, their sight and understanding of the world is not perfect.
You see that? Right there. So sooner or later, we'll do all these videos together. Well, I'll do it in order. Guys, I don't even know. Like, I know the last one should be the Christian myth. That should literally be the last one. I know that pretty much. But everything else, I don't want to guess. That's the thing. I don't want to be that person, and I'm not going to be. So what I'm going to do is look at all these videos and think really deep in literally my brain and close my eyes and see it, and then figure out how to put these together in a puzzle. And plus, they show you the maps here. So if you want to start with the origins, really, I mean, we're all over the world anyways, you know? But when you hear about the Samaria, you always hear about, oh, they're right there in Africa. There's a reason why they always push that. I'm not saying that we didn't go there, but I'm just saying there's a reason why they always push that. Not our brothers and sisters. I'm talking about these people. They always be like, you guys belong here. You don't belong in this land called America. You know, like that. You know? It's almost like that. But, that's it, guys. I think there's more. There's more creation moves that you made? Or someone else made? I think there's a lot more here. Huh. Either that, this is the same one. Actually, I think this is the same one. It's just different languages. Yeah, it's a different language. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's all I needed to know. But, yeah, that's it, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're new. The aquatic creation myth. I didn't see that she put there. But I did put the with the Dembala myth and stuff like that. Not in this, I mean, in my other channel, or it's also in this channel. Doesn't matter. Check the TheSkullKlown and this channel, and you will find it. It's around here. It's around there. So I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys liked my just talking video. This is what I like to do. I just like talking some stuff and throwing some knowledge base there, and sometimes, hey, if I'm wrong, hey, someone will correct me, and thank you for correcting me. I really, truly respect you for correcting me and shit like that, because, hey, I'm not perfect, and no one is either. So, the most important thing is that we just research more and be more in tune with yourself. That's really it. Sorry, I'm just organizing this. I'm an organizing person sometimes. I could be an organizing freak sometimes, but like this here, and then when it's lost, I'm like, how is it lost when I put it right here? Who touched it? Do I have the borrowers in my house? Which makes sense. If there's anything if there's anything that just disappears, even though it was there, most likely you have a borrower in your house. Don't kill them. Just let them be. See ya.